Ah, the Mangler. The gun that had pros throughout Season 1 thinking,
I can't do it! This isn't fair!
after a season's worth of complaining and a gentleman's agreement during the HCS events, the Mangler was finally hit with the nerf. So with the one-shot melee being taken away, that begs the question, is the Mangler still worth using in Season 2? To answer this question, let's take it to the lab and compare the time to kill numbers with some of its common alternatives.
So D2F sub 1 needs to equal D2F sub 2, and D2F sub 3 needs to equal D2F sub 4, where length L creates a complementary shaft angle. Call that theta D.
Comparing time to break shields, the Mangler is still the clear winner at 0.65 seconds. But when we look at time to kill, the Commando starts to edge out its competition at 0.97 seconds. Anyone who's used the Mangler extensively can tell you there's one more use case. Adding in the time it takes to drop and begin shooting with the BR, we find a more optimal time to kill for the Mangler of 0.93 seconds. With those numbers in mind, let's break down a pros and cons list of the Mangler versus the Commando. Starting with the Commando, we have a faster rate of fire and a faster projectile than the Mangler. This makes the gun more forgiving. On the flip side, it can be hard to get that finishing shot with the Commando. Mirroring that, when using the Mangler in conjunction with the BR, you have a tiny bit faster time to kill, an easier finish, and less time exposed to your enemy. As mentioned previously, we have a slower projectile and a slower rate of fire, making the Mangler itself a less forgiving weapon. So returning to our original question, is the Mangler worth using in Season 2?
Yes, but actually no.
The Mangler is still a weapon that's going to do more damage than your BR, so you should still be looking to pick it up. You'll be spending less time exposed to your enemies, which in turn means less damage brought onto you. But with the Commando, you get a more accessible package with a nearly identical time to kill. The only time the Mangler outshines the Commando is when you're peeking from a wall and limiting your exposure time to the enemy. With that being said, my final message to you in this video is, start picking up that Commando, baby. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video or you learned something today, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to see more live content, you can find me at twitch.tv/thatdubdude. And that is it for me. I will see you guys on the next one.